If you love cinema, you've heard the name Christopher Nolan. He's not only one of the biggest names in the global film industry, but is also one of the few filmmakers who still gets to make big budget original motion pictures. The latest entry in his oeuvre is Oppenheimer, a historical epic centered around the life and work of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. If you've seen the movie, you'll know it's one of his best films, but fans have another question on their minds. How will Oppenheimer fate at the Oscars? Will it finally earn Nolan the acolytes he deserves? In this essay, we'll be digging into the past and present of Hollywood to answer these questions. The films of Christopher Nolan are no strangers to the Academy. While nearly all of Nolan's films have been on the receiving end of technical laurels, the big awards have eluded him so far in his career. Memento was nominated for Best Original Screenplay, whereas Inception and Dunkirk were Best Picture nominees. Dunkirk also earned Nolan his first and thus far only Best Director nomination. None of his films have been nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress, and none have won in any of the major categories. He's made some of the most successful blockbusters in modern Hollywood, but the industry still hasn't given Nolan one of its most prized golden statues. Oppenheimer came out on the 21st of July this year, and it's a smash hit. That's not a huge surprise, since everybody knows that Nolan makes the kind of movies that people just have to see. That said, the movie's success is still impressive considering that's an R-rated biopic that also happens to be 3 hours long. The movie made over $950 million worldwide, and it's honestly hard to imagine the film doing better than it has. Of course, box office receipts aren't everything, but the critical reaction has been just as positive. Oppenheimer is one of the best received films of Nolan's career. It's picked up a 93% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, raves from publications like the New York Times and Vulture, and even nods of approval from legends like Paul Schrader. As of right now, it feels like Oppenheimer will be the film to break through Nolan's Oscar drought. And the film's success is just one part of the equation. We also need to remember that this is the first time the director has made a more conventional prestige picture. The last time he made something like this was in 2002, when Insomnia came out. The movie featured Al Pacino and Robin Williams in starring roles, but felt a little half-baked in retrospect. Oppenheimer is different. It's a respectable drama made with all the creativity of a sci-fi flick. The film feels like the culmination of every instinct that Nolan has been developing since the start of his career. It's got multiple timelines, practical effects, and an awesome score. What's more, it's a biopic. And if there's one thing the Academy loves, it's biopics. 16 films in that genre have gone on to win Best Picture, and quite a few are recent releases. But that's not the only statistic in Nolan's favor. His film is also centered partially around World War II, and the Academy loves movies set in wartime. The genre is baked into the history of the awards. History's first Best Picture winner was William A. Wellman's Wings, a silent film about two World War I pilots enlisted from the same town. Wings was awarded in 1929, setting a precedent that's influencing Academy voters to this day. There's a massive list of classics set during wartime that have won big at the Oscars, from 1946's The Best Years of Our Lives to 1957's The Bridge Over a River Kwai, to more recent winners like 2009's The Hurt Locker. If you want examples from the past few years, look no further than Sam Mendes's one-shot epic 1917 and last year's sobering All Quiet on the Western Front. Neither of those films won in any of the big five categories, but they were definitely part of the conversation. In fact, All Quiet was a remake of the Best Picture winner from 1930, which shows that the Academy is still in love with the heightened scale and humane drama of wartime films.
We live in the trenches out there. We fight. We try not to be killed. Sometimes we are.
And that's not all the movie has going for it. The film contains some of the most thrilling set pieces of Nolan's career. Nobody's going to forget the Trinity test sequence anytime soon. But even the film's dialogues feel riveting. What's more, the movie's unconventional structure, which runs through multiple timelines to make sense of a complicated man, is a terrific formal exercise. What that means is Oppenheimer strikes the perfect balance between conventionally entertaining biopic and daring, innovative blockbuster. And if last year's Best Picture winner Everything Everywhere All at Once has taught us anything, it's that the Academy loves it when filmmakers approach a conventional subject with flair. The idea of releasing it alongside Greta Gerwig's Barbie was a bet that has paid off in the billions. Barbenheimer fans fully committed to the bit, watching both films back to back in the proper attire. That's in addition to the many viral moments we've been treated to over the past few months, Like this piece where Robert Downey Jr. interviewed Nolan upside down, or the crazy collaboration the cast did with Kabi Lame, or the actor-on-actor special variety interview between Margot Robbie and Cillian Murphy. At the end of the day, the Academy Awards are basically a popularity contest, and sticking around in the minds of moviegoers is necessary if you want to win big. Right now, Oppenheimer's biggest rival in the Oscar race is Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. The period piece has been a critical smash, garnering massive amounts of praise for its direction and the performances by Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, and Lily Gladstone. People are saying the movie is a masterpiece and it's got the exact same Rotten Tomatoes score as Oppenheimer. There's also Poor Things, which has also been garnering rave reviews and also has a 93% critic score. Cinema fans are spoiled for choice when it comes to good movies this year, and other contenders like Barbie, Maestro, and Past Lives might also stand a chance at winning Oscar gold. Ultimately, one piece of the Oppenheimer puzzle might be the film's trump card in the awards race, and that's the cast. No Nolan film has ever been nominated in the Best Actor or Best Actress categories, and Oppenheimer is definitely going to change that. There's no way this cast won't be awarded. The ensemble, led by Cillian Murphy and the resurgent Robert Downey Jr., are up there as one of the favorites to earn Oscar gold.
Brilliance makes up for a lot.
The sensitivity and intelligence of the performances in Oppenheimer elevate Nolan's technical mastery to the emotional sublime, and they deserve every accolade they'll get for this achievement. So what do you think? Is Oppenheimer going to sweep the Oscars this year? Tell us in the comments below.